back. What was you talking about?
That's the people.
Oh yeah. So what? So you say he went to jail twice in the last 24?
He went to a
How?
meeting. He went to
How is that
this,
even possible?
I know. I was wondering the same thing. But he did, he doing big things. So, he did a little meet and greet in Texas. And the first time he went, it's a long story. I really don't want to put details out there like that. First of all, somebody had to call and say that they was
Wait. So
disturbing the
hold on. Call. I got a call. So he was at a meet and greet in Texas.
yeah.
Okay. Prior to this, he has like an intense ongoing beef with somebody. I know
No,
he
no,
always
no,
into
no,
it
no,
with
no,
somebody.
no, no, no. He had no intent on beefing with nobody.
No, I'm
He's
saying
done a lot.
prior.
No. Well, yeah, just what I'm saying. Not prior. He wasn't beefing with nobody. He wasn't beefing. Everybody beefing with
Every
him.
time passed, exactly. Every time passed, to get on here some shit. So I'm saying like, so it
I'm
wasn't
saying,
nothing out of the ordinary.
no, no,
Okay.
no. They just hate this nigga, period, But, he's been doing meet and greets several times, like probably at least, I'm going to say six within the last 2 years,
Oh,
with
so
his
this was his show, his meet and greet.
yeah, yeah.
So this was okay.
Meeting
Gotcha.
with his family and friends,
Okay.
with his family, Beagle family, and his friends. And they just went down there to chill or whatever. And the haters on Bigo, they're gonna hate. And somebody, I definitely think somebody called and said they got pulled up the information that Airbnb called and said they were disturbing the peace. So
Okay.
when the
How?
cops,
Okay. Answer me this. So he's in Houston. He doesn't live in Houston.
no,
So this is a random Airbnb. How somebody on Beagle was able to? Did he promote the event? Like, was the address given out to people? Like,
trust me, these people listen, you got to be on Bigo more. These are the best of the best.
okay, so
They are,
somebody was playing what's that
yes,
girl name? Corman. What's the girl name? Corman, the investigator. Somebody was investigating and found out where he was located. Okay, then they called the police about a disturbance.
yes. They in beast mode on Bigo. They've been on beast mode. Anyway, so yeah. So they come to the house. They see one of the people that was in the house had a whole, what they call it, a Draco. Yeah, a GUN. He just
Okay,
chilling. He just bought it because he bought it. The dude just had it. They had no intentions on anything negative.
who
Nothing.
the
The people,
people at the
the people
event?
in the house. Yes,
Okay,
no intentions. They just been kicking it. They like to get together and do shit
chilling,
like
having a
that.
good time, throwing it. Just bringing
Yeah.
people together, have a good positive
Yeah.
vibes. Okay,
They come to the house, boom, boom, boom. They about to leave. They trying to go to a little bar. I'm trying to make it a long story short. The cops ended up pulling them over, like they was watching them leave the house, and ended up pulling them over when they
so the
left.
what?
Like,
Wait, before you continue. So,
this is too long of a story. Hmm.
what you got? Something more important to do?
Shut your ass up.
Okay. Um.
I just don't like to get in details about stuff that I wasn't there. So I'm gonna give you the braids of it. You feel me? I don't want to nobody
So the
looking at me
so
and being like, she said that,
allegedly,
allegedly.
the guy who was armed was in the same vehicle as
Mm-mm,
Pastor.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
Okay.
Not at all. That's the thing.
Okay, gotcha. So okay, continue.
That's the thing. So they ended up and they figured that they was looking for that thing.
Right,
You know what I'm
gotcha.
saying?
Makes sense. Okay.
And so, they followed this car, stopped them, put them over. They see from the jump, the way they came out was like it was like, whoa, this wasn't just no regular traffic stop. You knew that from jump. Because when they stopped them, they on a big
They got hopped
speaker.
out extra. Yeah, I know how they do. They
Yeah,
hop
yeah,
out
they on a
extra.
big
Yeah.
speaker, like boom, boom, boom. None of them on in that car had nothing on them. They did nothing wrong at all. Not one thing wrong. Nothing. They ain't do shit wrong. So immediately they rush to the car, make them get out the car, handcuff them, and do all this shit to him for nothing, for real. You feel me? They basically looking for the guy with the GUN.
Okay, so did somebody see that weapon?
Yeah,
There
when
was a
they came to the
lie.
house, when they came to the house and said it was a disturbance at the house, they said that the dude was walking around with it. Now, see, the thing about it is, his pastor was like, I ain't giving them my ID when they was at the house.
Oh,
I'm
so
not
they
doing that. They had
he
no
didn't let them
reason.
in, right? They had no search warrant, no
Yes,
probable cause, so he
right.
didn't let
They
them in the
had no
house.
reason, no probable
So they
cause.
kind
They
of
had,
left like, okay, whatever, but they went around the corner to wait on them, basically.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. So you know from there what happened. Like that's basically what happened. So they ended up taking him to jail. They said for seatbelt violation. That's what they said.
Mm.
Yes. So they got right back out. You know, they
Well, they
bonded
took him
right
to
back.
jail for a
They
seatbelt
took
vi
three of them to jail for nothing, for seatbelt violation. They had no other reason,
Is that some
rhyme or
like
nothing.
Texas law or something? Because in Cali, that don't fly. You just get a
No,
ticket.
that's some racist bullshit. They had no reason. They could really sue them if they
Now, it
felt
ain't
like
they
it. You know
could, they
what I'm saying?
should. They should.
They really can. They had
Okay,
no probable
was he
cause for
on live?
doing none of that.
Was Pastor
Yeah,
live when he
yeah,
got put over?
yeah,
Then he has
yeah.
proof, video evidence. He
Yeah,
need to get in
they're
check
not.
for sure.
Nobody's disputing any of that. Everybody knows that it was some bullshit. I feel like they just want to get the hell out of Texas. Like fuck it. You feel me? Because
Right.
nobody
Okay.
did nothing wrong. The cops know they ain't do nothing wrong. They had to let him out. Now he gets out. Now I don't know where in between because he just got out last night at like fucking I don't know. It was in the morning time.
So the event was last night.
Yes.
He got arrested last night. He got out last night.
Yes. And
Okay,
somewhere
cool.
between then and this motherfucking afternoon, because I've seen him out at like 4 o'clock this afternoon. He got arrested again and supposedly for sexual assault.
Uh, 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 allegedly,
Allegedly.
an event, incident that happened today or previous
Nobody
incident.
knows.
Nobody
Nobody
knows.
knows.
That's just his
He don't
alleged
know.
charges. That's just the charges.
Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah. He don't
wow.
know. They swabbed him, did everything, and let him go. So this some, Beagle. The Beagle world is. I'm telling you, they toxic as fuck. Like that's why I don't get on here. I'm good because I got shit to lose, and I'll whoop somebody's ass over it. Okay, these people is sickening.
So look,
They're
I seen him live earlier. I clicked on it, watch it, but
exactly.
his name was Mr. Lawless. I
Yeah.
laughed, but I'm like, oh, he's playing with words, like he's making a mockery out the shit. Like, come on now, like
Now
that's
that's
interesting.
his name. They just sick. These people are sick. They set him up. These motherfuckers are sick. Okay, they are. They're doing what I feel like. They're trying. They try to get him on trying to violate his probation.
See,
You feel what I'm saying?
this some I can't respect about like me and Keith, we had our issues on Facebook, right? It would I don't even say issues, we had a issue on Facebook, but it never turned into nothing serious. A few years later, I spoke to him on here. It was all love, cool, whatever, no beef, but we ain't friends, right? So some people might not like how he is, how he talk to people, his bravado, whatever the case may be, right? But for people,
Mhm.
I don't respect people going to the extent, right? With no, like, if we go accuse somebody of something, if we go to the extent to call the police, try to get somebody freedom taken from them, it has to be a real, legit, accurate reason. Aside from I don't like this nigga, or he said something about me I don't like, or and it's like that part I don't respect, and it's not to side with Keith or nothing like that. It's just the fact of the matter that
Right.
this nigga's entertaining. I don't care what nobody's saying.
Period.
Keith is very
Facts.
entertaining.
Yeah.
To me, he crossed the line a lot, though. I feel he does cross the line. He get real ignorant, yeah. But that's not gonna make me on the other side of the phone and call the police on this nigga, say he did this, did that, try to report. It's
Right.
like, nah, like even when we had an issue on Facebook, I didn't report his Facebook page. I didn't even kick him on my group. He left my group, because I made a comment about him. I didn't go to that extent to try to put a hit out on the nigga or like want something done to him. I'm like, okay, you see what type of time you on. If I do happen to see you in person, whatever it come from that, come from that. But I'm gonna stay away from you type shit, because I'm not gonna get tricked out my position. And to me, it
Yeah.
was like that's internet shit. He don't really know me for real. He don't know what he's speaking on. Like he a hothead. Okay, cool. And the shit faded away. The shit died down. Then when I seen him on Bigo, it was cool. So people just have to learn how to separate and how to draw that line there. Like,
And they can't, like, it's a big beef. Like these people that don't like him on here, they don't like him. You hear me? Like, I'm talking like big, they just don't, and these people don't, half of the people don't know him. They just siding with another motherfucker that don't like him. You understand what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's people don't have their own mind. People are followers,
Yeah,
right? And again, I'm not saying this nigga is righteous. Like this nigga ratchet as fuck. Like
I
he
feel
with the
you.
he with the bullshit, right? But 99% of you motherfuckers on this app is with the bullshit. So
Right.
if somebody is calling the cops on him, making these allegations, right, or whatever, then when somebody turn around and do that to them, they shouldn't feel away,
At
because
the end
they
of
could
the
be.
day, at the end of the day, when that motherfucker get blamed, it ain't no question. Like we all looking at you because why would anybody else hate you to that extent? But the motherfucker that you know truly, honestly hates you. So yes, we're looking at you because you the only motherfucker gonna do some shit like that.
Yeah,
I
man.
ain't gonna say you're the only one because people do have caught like following. They got motherfuckers that's gonna go that extent for them on some
Mm.
just dumb ass stupid shit. You feel me?
Yeah, and
But
that's
at the end of the
dangerous too.
day, we pointing fingers at you. No shade because you're the only motherfucker that hate him just that much. Why would
And
y'all
that
do that?
right,
Especially in the
exactly.
state of
And
Texas.
let me
These
tell you what's.
motherfuckers is
Oh
straight
yeah, they don't
racist
play.
out there.
They don't play out there. But let me tell
No,
you
they
what's
just
funny. Let me tell you what's funny about building these, building your presence on the platform and building a nice community, a big community with all these supporters. Right. A lot of people that y'all think y'all right handed that support you or fuck with you be
Mhm,
on the back end, backdoing and
mhm,
backstabbing you for real. Like they be plotting on your downfall. They get close to you just to bring you down. So like that's one thing why like even with my group, I never really got close to people like that. I never really went to all the functions and events because they could be in
mhm,
room 21, like, yeah, I fuck with Trap, I fuck with Lotto, like, he's a cool ass nigga, whoop, whoop, whoop. And then they could have a whole nother motive for me. Why? Because they bitch might want me, or I might have did a party and was dancing with a bitch or something, or I might have flirted with a bitch and got some news about her. I don't know, nigga, she with you and whole time he mad at me when nigga your loyalty lies with your bitch type shit. So I never really believe that shit per se. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm glad I didn't, because I had lost somebody, right? Somebody I was dealing with. Well, we weren't really messing around at the time, but she had passed away. And like, nigga, I dinner the whole all the people I fucked turned on me, right? And shit that shit was wicked. But I was able to deal with it and get through to it because I never really believed them for real anyway. So it was like, y'all niggas didn't convince me y'all really fucked with me for real. But yeah, man. But yeah, but, if he didn't, is he locked up now, or
why
did he
I
bail
never
out? Did Keith
me
Bond out, or he
why
bail out?
huh?
Is he still he got arrested? He's locked up right now, or he got out again?
Oh, he got right back out. That's how you know it's
Okay.
some bullshit. Because
Oh
if
yeah, you
he
did say
was really,
they swabbed him, they let him out. Yeah,
because if it
but
was
yeah,
really
that
what it,
shit.
they wouldn't allow him to leave the state of Texas. Not until the investigation was over.
Oh yeah, they
You
don't
feel
play
what I'm
about that.
saying? He on
Yeah,
his way
man.
home.
If he didn't do it,
Like,
man, let's keep that man free.
period.
Like
You
to
know?
everybody watching, right? And whatever. No, it's not a lot of y'all on here, but this shit going on YouTube, right? Everybody watching. Mind your business, right? If one, you gotta have some solid proof, and then if even if you got solid proof, unless you out here fighting for like, okay, say you watching somebody on this app that really do something illegal or they harm somebody. Okay, it's right your duty, yeah, report it. But if you on here, if you're not fighting for your community, my nigga, if you're not fighting for your kids, if you're not fighting for your relationship or your financial freedom, you're not putting all that energy into your circle, what's going on around you, you shouldn't be on no motherfucking app finding trouble to report. Like you some type of
Well,
neighborhood watch.
to
You
be
know what I'm
honest
saying?
with you,
When shit
like I'm
around
gonna
you
be
is fucked up.
this man has been, and I'm just, you know me, I ain't on no sides of the fence. Like, I don't know none of these niggas in real life, okay? But I'm gonna be honest with you. Pastor has been promoting positivity. He's been promoting. He man, when he has his meet and greets, they having a good time. He's basically showing that you don't always have to beef and do all this and do all. That's why I fuck with him, and there's no shade to nobody. I don't care. This is what I see. I go off what I see. I go off with the hate and the happy times. And all I see is this man going out. He's treating people to Airbnbs and good times. He's been trying to like stay out of the way, but these motherfuckers keep fucking with him and keep fucking with him and keep fucking with him. You
It's
feel
two
me?
reasons.
They
It's two
keep
reasons. It's two reasons why more. But I'm gonna tell you the first reason why. Most people discover Keith through a live or a YouTube video that was reposted of him like turning up, going in on people being ignorant, right? Being the comedian or the shit talker he is, that he's, partially mostly known for. Second, most people don't give a fuck about positivity and love. They want the ignorant shit. So one, they go complain about the ignorance, but they support it by constantly watching it, engaging
Mhm.
with it. And two, when the person is not on that, right? Because he is who he is, right? He go turn up, do what he do. But when he's promoting positivity, having a good time, people don't want to. Not people. Most people don't want to see that shit. They want to see him on there talking about how he go kick a bitch in her face, or they want to see the ignorant drama. Ultimately, because I feel that's the fan base. Most even me, I created that fan base that want to see the ratchet turned up shit. That's a fan base I created for
It's
myself,
all
and
your
the same with
fault.
him. Partially, I take part blame for the simple fact that when I seen it turn into that, I didn't stop it. I didn't redirect it, but I did. I was doing giveaways. I was having parties, and nothing happened. At nothing, no drama ever happened that popped off at any of the events I threw.
You
Uh,
know, but what
or
I
even
wanted
on
to
Facebook, I wasn't like really. I wasn't. I never was roasting people really. Like I was having fun, but I really wasn't on there being ignorant for real. I was just like just chilling, just having fun.
want to say this too. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Out of the couple of years that I've been watching Pastor, like from the beginning, Pastor was Pastor. Like, he is a roaster. Like, he is a funny ass roaster. He's a fucking comedian ass roaster. This is what I've
Let me
seen
tell
from
you, but
him.
this is why it's not respected. If he was
He
on
was
BET, no, if he was on BET or he was out like a Richard Pryor back in the day, a lot of people love him, but he wouldn't get all this criticism. Well, I can't say that. I can't say that. But people will fuck with him more if he got paid how a celebrity was getting paid type shit. People will
problem.
respect him more. You feel me?
Listen
Because they
to
would.
me. I feel you, but listen to me though. I'm trying to make another point. I understand that. I know you haven't been on here for like, if you really have been watching him, Pastor ain't on that. He's not.
No, I listen.
He's
I
more
hear you.
in. Listen, he more in retaliation mode at this point. Like, I
I hear you.
cannot like kick him off the app. He's not even on the app anymore. He just come on this motherfucker and he get his cash apps. You know what I'm saying? Because the people love him so much. He not even a host on this app anymore. He
Yeah.
basically in retaliation mode because he have to retaliate because these motherfuckers just want to hate on him regardless, no matter. They hate that this nigga changed up he changed up he changed up his shit, and now he's trying to do positive.
But
And
he
I
gotta go.
understand
He gotta go through that,
over
right?
that positive. I
He
know
has
people can't get over them.
that.
Fuck
Don't
them.
he has to
As we
understand?
say, we gotta start to forgive. We can't forgive and forget. Even if you don't forgive, forget it. If ain't nobody fucking with you, this nigga ain't fucking with you. He ain't did nothing that's detrimental to your health. Leave it alone. Let it go.
Well, I'm sure he get it, but
Go.
him and his supporters, his true supporters, gotta go have to understand. Like this is when they find out who really care to see his growth and maturity, or just his transition. Right? Let's call it that.
Yeah, but
That's
we've been through this. This is
listen, and it's
already
people like hold on, listen, and it's people like you that obviously clearly, from your passion and your voice about the situation that you go be there through this transition and when he transitioned, if that's his goal to be just more like, I guess, positive, easygoing person, right? If that's really what he's trying to do. But he got to understand, and people like you that support him got to understand this shit is not going to be easy. It's never easy when you transition
You
and
know that.
changing your life from eating, changing your diet, from your habits, whatever the case may be. Just come with this shit. So, but I understand like people really care about this man. He really give a fuck about, you know, he cares about his influence. I could say that. I believe he cares about the influence he has on people. And maybe he getting to a point in his life to where he feel like, man, like I could do something bigger with my influence than what I've been doing. I'm gonna be who I am. I'm gonna be me, but I could spin this shit and do some good, some more good for people. I've kind of known him to always look out for motherfuckers, but then, he got that other side to him. So it's hard. It's hard for people to receive that and respect it because they still judging him from shit he did a month ago or last year,
And
two,
that's
3 years ago.
those people, the same people, honestly, the same people who's kicking him down, which is twos and fews, is motherfuckers that got to live their own death sentence. You feel what I'm saying? Like, no
Mm,
shade. Like, y'all got shit on y'all. Now, when the tables are turned, because the tables turn quickly around this motherfucker, the tables keep
absolutely.
turning.
Trust
You
me,
know
I
what I'm
done
saying?
seen it. I
So,
seen it
they in that
from,
same position, you
yeah.
feel me? They want to feel the same way. You understand what I'm saying? So my point, I don't really, I fuck with Pastor because I watched him. I watched the growth of him. I watched him. I watched everybody, and I seen, and he gave receipts, and he gave truth, and he gave the truth. He gave what he did. He said what he did. I did what I did. Da 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 da, type shit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, stop kicking this. Like, that's just, he ain't even did
I,
nothing. You know
I fuck
what
with
I'm
it.
saying? Like,
The
we
last
do
time I
something.
seen him live, like maybe 2 months ago when I had hopped on here real quick. He was at like an event, like just with his people, like having a good time, and that's what I was on here talking about. I want to see more of just people just being more positive, showing more like love and good energy. Not just every
Mhm.
day. I get it because the ignorant, the bullshit is what get y'all paid, what people tune in to see. But when I seen that, I fucked with it. Like he just dancing, drinking with his people. Like he ain't on here talking about nobody. And that I fuck with. All the other shit I can give a fuck about. All the ignorant, I could care less about that from him or anybody else. But when I see that, that's enough for me to be okay. Yeah, cool. That's some cool because the people that really give a fuck about that type of shit go see that. Man, I ain't talked to my people in a minute. I remember I used to be one of people like that. Let me check on them at least and send a text, or they might be having a bad day and see him, this dude that's really turned up on people and wilding out on some chill shit. And it might make them like, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. It might give them some good energy. So that's all I be giving a fuck about. All the other shit is that shit here and gone. But yeah, man, I'm finna get up off here. I'm finna
So,
need a shower and shit. And finish. I'm gonna finish writing down these ideas for this show, the Just a Little Toxic show. And you get ready, man. I'm gonna be coming for you so we can should do this show.
contact me on all platforms, bro.
So I gotta come up with some decent questions, with some controversial questions, not pertaining just to you, but in general controversial questions about just life, relationships, and issues, and common toxic traits we all have. And I want to make it very entertaining, but very educational at the same time. But yeah, I appreciate that. I'll be back on here probably tomorrow or later. And yeah, man, I'm gonna tap in with y'all.
All right. That's what's up, bro.
All right.
Okay.